Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to our weekly live show. I am Fabiana Claure, pianist and business strategist for musicians, founder and CEO of the Musicians Profit Umbrella, a global business mentorship program where we help musicians around the world create massive financial breakthroughs by uniting all of their skills into an online business. We help them build a brand that is compelling, that is magnetic, and that it helps them establish themselves as a category of one in the industry so that they can win back their time and really build a life of artistic and financial prosperity, but do it in a way without sacrificing any part of that, any quality of life. Today, we're talking about how to work smarter, not harder, as a musician entrepreneur. And this is one of my favorite topics because so many times I hear musicians come to me with a notion of thinking that they just need to add more students into their studio or they need to add more gigs into their calendar and continue to working hard and working in the wrong things rather than elevating their perspective, elevating the type of work that they do, and increasing their activities from a standpoint of perceived value, elevating the types of things they do so that their work has a greater perceived value, right? We're going to talk about that today because this is one of the things that I think can really help avoid burnout and can help musicians really explore better ways to support and to serve their clients without having to be necessarily giving away all of their time or really over delivering and undercharging. So let me know if you're watching me, where are you watching me from? This is always a pleasure to connect and interact with all of my viewers. Today, we're going to really cover what are some of the ways that musicians can really elevate their perspective and explore not just how to work at teaching. Many of my clients are teaching one-on-one lessons. They're limited geographically and limited by time. These are the two constrictors that right now are probably one of the main reasons why, if you're watching this and you're trying to figure out how you could possibly work better and not necessarily continue working hard, but getting better results while actually winning back your time, this is the starting point. It's looking at how are you right now packaging your skills? Are you giving away everything in exchange for time, for money? Like, are you selling your time and are you telling people this is how much you charge per hour? Are you working in a way where people pay you for the amount of time they spend with you versus the result that you can provide? That's the number one starting point. The number one starting point where musicians can start working smarter, not harder, is by immediately shifting the model where they're no longer selling their time and instead they are packaging their skills to sell a result, right? They're now figuring out what is the outcome of my service? What do my services actually do for my potential clients? And how can I now position that result, that outcome, as the main takeaway, the main goal for what I do? And so whether you end up working in once a week or twice a week or in a group setting or one-on-one, or perhaps with a combination of all these different elements, it won't matter because what you're going to be doing is sharing with your potential clients and your audience the fact that your services produce a specific result. Allow your clients to go from here to there through the processes that you walk them through. So not only is it important that you can articulate the outcome of what your services will do for them so that they can focus on that result versus focus on how much time you're going to spend, but the second thing you're going to need to do is have some sort of a process. You should have a unique mechanism, a framework that gives people that journey to get the result, right? You don't want people to only focus on the result, but you also want to be able to showcase, at least in general terms, how do you get people results? What is your unique framework? What is your unique methodology that helps people go from point A to point B, right? And it does not have to be very extensive. And in fact, when you start working with your potential clients, that's when you're actually going to really dwell and figure out the exact step-by-step process. But when you're talking about positioning yourself and looking at the way you talk about the work that you do, you should have a basic framework, a basic outline of how you get people results. Do you have a system? Do you take them through a series of steps, maybe 3 to 5 key steps or milestones that they need to achieve in order to get to that result? Maybe you have some pillars, some main elements that you use, not in a specific order, but interchangeably, that helps them get those results, right? Any way that you can articulate not just the result that you help provide, but really the steps that you use to getting them those results is going to elevate your positioning. You see, as we're talking about this training today, how to work smarter, not harder, a lot of it comes down to positioning, right? How do you talk about what you do? How do you position it from a place of perceived value in an increased perceived value versus just doing the things and having to always be selling your time and and doing the things physically. Now, the third way that you can increase your perceived value and that you can work smarter, not harder, is by separating your duties into not just service delivery, but business building activities, right? Most of us are so consumed in just designing your offer and serving your clients that you spend no time actually building your business and really elevating your visibility online, increasing your marketing, improving your sales systems, having a grasp on your financials, right? So understanding that your job as the CEO of your business is to separate your activities and to perhaps allocate certain days of the week for certain things, right? How can you be specific in deciding when are you going to be focusing on internal processes, internal mechanisms, creating better systems for the way you serve your clients, creating better systems for the way you operate your business, perhaps, and then have other times in your business where you're focused on visibility, on external conversations, on attracting people to your world, perhaps even on creating events and opportunities for people to come into your community to interact with you in real time, right? You need to know that your job is not just to serve your clients, although you want to absolutely set it up so that they get the best results, but not think that that's the only thing you're going to be really focusing on your business, but look for ways that you're going to grow your business. So having that decision and that capability to understand that your job as an entrepreneur, as you're building and expanding on your organization, is to know when are you going to be in service delivery mode and when are you going to be in growth mode, when are you going to be in systems creation mode, right? When are you going to be in visibility creation mode? You need to know the part of everything you do, only like a third or a fifth of everything you're going to be doing should consist of you face to face interacting with your clients. You need to create ways for your clients to get access to you, to your information, to your expertise through a combination of your live support with pre-recorded content, with asynchronous support opportunities. Maybe they send you materials and you can answer them on your own time. Maybe you have a community where they can post questions and ask questions and you can answer them on your own time. But building leverage in your system so that you don't have to be all the time interacting face to face with your clients, and yet you're still available to them so they can get their questions answered fast and not get stuck, not have to wait. You see, one of the greatest differentiators that I see and the upsides of building these types of hybrid models is that your clients can have more access to you than if they were to only pay you for your time. Those clients who used to come in and who just like work with you for an hour and then they're on their own for the rest of the 6 days until the next time they see you, they actually spend 6 days a week potentially reinforcing bad habits because they have no point of reference. They have no way of improving because they have to wait till the next time they see you. But instead, by you switching your business model and allowing people to access you all throughout the week through these asynchronous forms of instruction, like a Facebook group or WhatsApp system or something like that, where it's not always face to face, but yet they still have a way to ask you questions, those mechanisms provide a 360-degree type support system while also allowing you to win back your time, right? So that you can actually focus once again on building your business in conjunction to serving your clients, right? So to kind of recap this training, I want you to think about strategies to work smarter, not harder. Number one, stop trading time for money, right? Build businesses, build offers that are delivered and sold and presented to the marketplace based on the result that you can provide for them, based on the outcome, right? Number two, have a proprietary system, have some sort of a framework, a unique mechanism that you can allude to that will help people understand, oh, you know your stuff. You have a way to get me results. This isn't just about the result. Like you can share with me that you have a roadmap, you have a path for me to get that result. And number three is make sure that you engineer your time so that you have a combination of activities that both support your clients and serve your clients to the highest level, prioritizing absolutely the best results and experience for them while also allowing you to have time to work on your business on the marketing side, on the growth side, on the sales side, on the systems creation side, on the team building side, all of the elements that are going to be critical to the growth and profitability of your business. Let me know what your key takeaways are as you've watched this training. I look forward to hearing from you. And if you have any special requests, what would you like for me to talk about in my next weekly live show? I look forward to hearing from you. Thanks for watching, and let's prosper together.